Hello everyone, it's Yasmin here. I was guided to do, as I told you all, a moon releasing video. Now, currently, right now as we're recording this, we're in March and it's the 19th today, and we're heading into a full moon in Libra, okay, which will be on the 20th or 21st, depending where you're from. It'll be the 21st here in Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, in Eastern Standard Time. And I've written myself some notes, so if you see me looking down here, it's just because I've got notes to refer to. So it is also the autumn equinox here in Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, which means that the day and the night are equal, okay? And we're heading into fall. And fall, of course, is the American term for the leaves falling off the trees. But for us, it's autumn. So colors, leaves change color. Colors tend to be more orangey and reddy. And so they're becoming lower chakra energies, alrighty? So they're building up and they're firing you up and getting you warm and toasty and making sure that you're in alignment with your earthly state of being at this time. Now, I didn't want to spend too much time on the Libra full moon or the autumn equinox. I just wanted to focus more on what happens around a full moon, so you can refer to this video at any time, okay? At any full moon. So the full moon is really about releasing. It's when the moon has reached its peak and it's in full illumination, okay? The day or two, 1 to 3 days prior to the full moon is great for manifesting. I will do another video on that at a later stage. We're talking about releasing. So with the releasing, as soon as it reaches its peak and then it starts to what's called wane, reduce in size, that's when we focus on letting go. That's when we focus on surrendering. Now, what do you do around that time to help yourself do that on an energetic level, an emotional level, a spiritual level, a physical level, a mental level? There are lots of things to do. Okay, so first and foremost, I highly recommend you do some writing. You grab some pieces of paper and you just write down everything that you want to let go of, okay? It's a time of releasement. There are statements that you might want to start with. Now, when I lead my moon ceremonies, and I do have one this Thursday, and there's a couple of spots left if anyone's interested. When I lead the moon ceremonies, I always get you to start with the statement, I, and your name, am now ready to release all negative thoughts, feelings, and experiences around whatever it is that you want to release. Now, each full moon, because it's in a different zodiac sign, I tend to focus on the energies of that zodiac sign. It's not essential, but because it is heightened and the moon is heightening that energy, I'd like to focus on those things. And we all have different aspects of that within our own personality anyway. So, writing. I am now ready to release. I and your name am now ready to release all negative thoughts, feelings, experiences of whatever it is that you wish to release. Okay? You can write that as many times as you like, around and about as many different things as you like, because remember, we're surrendering, we're letting go. Then I recommend you burn those writings outside in a safe, contained, fireproof area. I have a burning pot and a fire pit. You may have one of each, or even your Kanara inside. It's kind of best if you do it outside, really, because we want all of that energy to be outside in nature. Now, I have made, because it's channeled through, Spirit has given me the ingredients to write. Now, it doesn't really matter what you use, but this has been charged with source energy, sacred symbols, and it has crystal energy and plant energy in there as well. and it's called the Release Full Moon Sacred Sense Incense, okay, which is for releasing. Now this is the large size. I just want to show you and demonstrate, and in there we can't actually, I don't know if you can see without me tipping it out everywhere, but there is a clear quartz crystal in there. You can't, it's going to tip everywhere. There's a clear quartz crystal in there that is actually charging that for you and for the release purposes, and you get to keep that obviously, and it's a nice recycled little container. So that's the large size. I do have medium sizes and I do have small sizes, and I've included them in what I call the energy alignment kit, which includes 3 different ones: the house harmony, the release full moon, and the manifesting new moon. You can purchase them individually. And just a side note to that, I make them through the moon cycle, so I only do small batches, and when they're available, they're available. When they're not, they're not. So with your writing, take it outside and sprinkle some of your release incense blend, ritual incense blend, to help disconnect that energy from you and send it into the ethers and send it to spirit, where it is then transformed into pure unconditional love. Okay, that is probably one of the best and easiest ways, well, not maybe an easiest, but the best ways to let go of any emotional, mental or frustrations that you need to let go of. Another way to use the full moon release to your advantage, the releasing time, is dancing. Okay, shaking it all out. Play some music and just shake it all out. Let your body feel into the rhythm of the music. I like to use tribal drumming music around the release phase of the moon, because that helps you get really earthy and it helps you really stamp and get really strong with the releasement phase. And shake it all out. Now I do apologize, my neighbor has a very anxious pup who continually barks, so it won't happen much longer because I am relocating soon. All right, another way to use the full moon release time is to cleanse and smudge your environment of stagnant energy. Now you can use, once again, you can use the incense to do that. Now, how would you do that? The ritual incense, if you don't have a smudge stick or a, where's my lighter? Here it is. If you don't have a smudge stick, which is white sage, or I like to use white sage leaves, or Palo Santo. Be mindful where you purchase your Palo Santo, because they're now raping trees that are young, and yeah, anyway, that's another story. Or you could use the charcoal, which is the ritual incense. Now, how would you use that? You light your charcoal, you call in the energies and the spirit to help you and protect you by lighting the charcoal. See how that's all sparkled up now? Yeah. Yeah. And then you place it in your incense holder, and it sits inside there. Now this is my old one that I've been using, but I do have other ones for sale. Okay, they've got felt on the bottom and they've got tiles in the inside there, so you can hold them and carry them around. And this is your charcoal. It comes in a pack of 10. All right, so once that's all going and sparkling and it's reached its peak, then you would reach in and you would grab some of your ritual incense. You could use your house harmony as well, but the release one, and you would sprinkle that on top, which I actually just did off camera, and then it will start to smoke and smudge, and you can walk around your environment, wherever that may be, your car, your room, your house, your business, and allow the smoke to cleanse the space. Okay, so that's smudging around the full moon. That's another way of releasing. Clearing clutter, work through a drawer at a time, whether that be in your bedroom or the kitchen or the bathroom or your study or the hall cupboard. just clear out a drawer or a cupboard at a time, all right, to help move things on a physical level as well, to clear your mind on a mental level too. Another great way to let go and release around a full moon is to have a salt bath. Sea salt, rock salt, or Himalayan salt is probably the best in order to allow your body to absorb all the minerals and then to completely detox as well. So a salt bath, a shower scrub, a foot soak, or sprinkling salt around your environment too helps to cleanse and clear the space, but also keeps you grounded. What else can you do around a full moon? Time of release is creative expression. So maybe open up a journal, a visual journal, and just draw. Get your pastels, get your pencils, whatever, and just put color to paper. It's not about the outcome around this time. It's just about you processing everything and getting it out. Okay. Journal writing's another good thing too. If you've done writing on paper and burning it, then you might not necessarily want to do the journal writing. Journal writing, you tend to keep it, and at some later stage you might go back over it. That's personal. I tend not to do that around a full moon. I tend to more just write and burn. Another couple of good things to do around a full moon is meditation. Clearing your mind, chakra meditation, balancing and aligning and clearing and healing all of your energy centers. Okay, great to do that outside, or sitting down on the ground while you do that. Sitting, not laying down. And charging your crystals, or cleansing and charging your crystals. So putting them out before the full moon will charge them up, and putting them out after the full moon will help clear them, cleanse them, and then you get to reprogram them again, which is another video altogether. All right, so the moon is about your moods and your behaviors. Okay, the moon influences us just as much as it influences the oceans, because our human bodies are at least 70% water. Okay, so our moods can be affected around the full moon. Be mindful of that. Listen to your body. If you need to go and sit outside, do that. If you need to go and have a bath, do that. If you need to go and do any of these checklist items for releasing, then go and do that. As a sensitive soul, it's important that you listen to, follow / action your guidance, and use the ebb and flow of the moon to help you. So, is there anything else I need to share with you around a full moon? I don't think so. But like I said, it's a releasing time. Set your intentions to release whatever it is. Now, as I mentioned before, each time the moon is in a particular zodiac sign, it does influence those aspects within us. And the one that's coming up in the next 2 days is a Libran full moon, which is predominantly about relationships, not just romantic ones, okay? Familiar ones and platonic ones. It's also about balance and justice, and it's about beauty and art, because that's what Libra influences. Alrighty? So, and just a quick, if you end up wanting to order the Sacred Sense Energy Alignment Kit, it does come with instructions. This is just a laminated copy that I keep on hand. That's inside there, so you know how to use each and every little pot of incense in there. All right, lovely people, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the full moon release tips, which can be used at any full moon. Alrighty, stay tuned. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that way every time there is a full moon or a new moon coming up, I will pop in what star sign it is and what things you can focus on. I do moon ceremonies at my location, which is in the northern suburbs of Melbourne, called Whittlesea, and I've got a few spots coming up, so if you're around and you like to experience it, group energy helps to amplify everything that we're working on, and it does move things through energetically a lot quicker, and you do see results more quicker in your environment, earthly environment. All right, we've reached 15 minutes. I'm going to say thank you. Namaste. Have a great full moon and happy equinox. Toodaloo.